So, Grant, it's been a disappointing afternoon, really. 3-1 defeat at Sheffield, opening game of the season. What were your thoughts on the game and the performance as a whole today?
I thought we were, just said to the lads in there, obviously we aren't going into too much detail. It's difficult to come off really and sort of criticise them as a team in regards to the team performance. I thought with first half, we were a little bit slow out of blocks. But obviously it looked like, on break we looked really dangerous in that first half. We aren't causing too many problems for them. They didn't really cause us any problems as such either. I think Joe made a good save in the first half, but kind of petering out to sort of be a 0-0 and you get in and sort of refresh and get things sorted. And then, listen, what I can only describe as, I don't know, for me it'd be a foul in rugby is fair play to Mangy. He works his conkers off and his chase coats it down, but he's wrestled him to the floor. It'd be a foul in rugby, and obviously Coates is a big lad, so it takes a lot to get him down, but he's not gave it, and then obviously they've scored from it, which, like I say, I think everybody in the ground was shocked by it. And then you go in and it's a bit of a different conversation, I suppose, going in at 1-0 rather than 0-0, but we emphasised to the lads sort of the second half to be a little bit more, to sort of put it into good areas in behind. I think first half we were trying to play to feet. They were playing an eye line, and it would have been perfect to put in, the pace we've got now to put it in behind to good areas. But I think we're trying to be a bit too intricate. Second half we've done exactly that, and like I said, obviously bombarded them and had chance after chance sort of in the second half, and then got done by a sucker punch or a set piece, which is not acceptable in regards to conceding goals. It's lack of desire to sort of stop the man getting in front of him. And then again you sort of chasing it then at 2-0, but we look like I said, we look dangerous going forward all the time, and we get the goal back then obviously at 2-1, and we just camped really in their 18-yard box, and I think it's only a matter of time probably then before we're going to score. And then again we get physically bullied out on that side again, and a different individual, so it's not the same person, but we get bullied there, and obviously allow him to get a ball into the box, and obviously we've committed that many men forward at 2-1 to try and get an equaliser that obviously we concede the third. And then, like I say, it's even then at 3-1 we're still creating chances. We get a penalty, we miss the penalty, and then we get an header from 4 yards out right at the end, which we missed target with as well. So right up to death we could have still scored 3 or 4 goals. I think Joe's had 3, 4, he's made a good save in the first half, and then 3 times getting it out back at net. I don't think he's had much to do in regards to that, so it's one of them. It's not excuses. I think, like I say, we had a good performance last week, different kind of opponent. We planned today for these to be physical and direct, and said if we could match that, obviously we would have a good chance of winning the game, and I don't think we have matched it for long enough periods of the game, and conceded 3 goals that we should do better in, I think. But I think there were 6 or 7, I've just said to him in there's probably 6 or 7 really good performances, you know what I mean? You look at, I think Corey Gregory were fantastic, Alex Peterson didn't lose an header, Derry Robson, I just thought there were some good performances. So it's one of them, you come away absolutely fuming and spewing that you've lost the game, but I think there were times last year where you're coming away thinking, we could have lost it by more, or can you fishing for positives and trying to find something just to hang on to. But I look at it today and I think if we play like that in a lot of games and just obviously be a little bit more streetwise in certain areas, but it's a young group. You've got 3 or 4 of the lads that came in last week that everybody were raving about, the club, the fans, that offer us attacking options and pace, but they're brand new to this level. So they've just been told they've got to get used to that quick and that side of it. But definitely we aren't having any points from it. There were a lot of positives, so that's how we have to look at it, I think, today. And good thing about this league is that you're straight back at it Tuesday against another tough team in Dunstan, who I think have won today. But listen, we weren't going to win league today, we weren't going to get in playoffs today, and we weren't going to get relegated or be in a relegation battle today. So I think we have to put as positive a spin on it as we can. 6 or 7 good performances, 4 or 5 off it, a little bit more streetwise going forward in regards to moving forward throughout the season. and obviously a little bit more clinical in front of goal, because like I said, we created some good opportunities in good areas of the pitch, but just lacked on that final ball. But there's been a lot of teams today that you fancy being up top at league,
Yeah.
that have made some unbelievable signings that have got beat. So listen, it's 37 games to go, so I'm sure, like I said, we'll be positive from last week, a few positives from today, take it into Tuesday and hopefully create, the 3 points that I think we weren't far off deserving today, really.
I mean, you've answered my next two questions already. You're on Brownie standards at this length. I will say though, I mean, what I was going to touch on was the positivity in the second half especially. So, while it's a frustrating day, we get that. Just one last thing then, Grant. Obviously Paddy came off at half time. Looks like he's done his groin. What's the latest on Paddy?
Yeah, it's a groin injury. It's going to be probably a good maybe 2 to 3 weeks if we're lucky. Again, that weren't ideal in the first half, losing your main centre half. One of your main two centre halves. Thought Fab came on and did absolutely fantastic, and we know we've got Fab coming into there is not a negative in any way at all. So thought he came on and did really well, but obviously it disrupts it a little bit when you lose your centre half that you've been playing with all pre-season. So but I thought we reacted to that well, but it was just another blow. That and obviously the horrendous refereeing decision for the goal, just a bit of a double kick in nuts. But like I said, we dusted ourselves off today, and just said to the lads in there a lot of the things we did well, doing well on Tuesday at home, and give yourself a good chance of winning the game.
Yep, as always, thanks for your time, Grant. Hard lines today. Best of luck Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.